All right, guys, here we are. Welcome back. We got another real versus fake. If you can't tell by the boxes, we got another Jordan 4 we are going to do here. It's going to be the Fire Reds. So before we get into it, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Legit Versus Replicated. Also, follow me on YouTube at Legit Versus Replicated. If you're watching this on my IG, link is in my bio to subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. You ain't even got to hit all notifications. I don't care about that stuff. But subscribe to your boy, learn some stuff so you won't get scammed out there if you pay resale, if you obtain this from a source other than a retail establishment such as Nike or Foot Locker, and in this case it probably will be. At least you can definitely confirm and determine what you have is a legit pair. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Left is the rep. You see it's a smaller box. Right is the authentic. These are both size 12. And let's get into it here. We're going to start off with the replica box first. I'm going to take the lid off and we're just going to have a little bit of a closer look at it. You can already see that it's a bit ashy on top. Under the lid, all red, no stamps, nothing extra. And as you can see there, you see the fading of the black and so forth from the print quality. Now, yes, guys, we've seen it on retail as well, but a lot more times than none, definitely on reps. Here's the internal spackled tissue paper with the white tissue paper, and we got a Whitey Mole sticker in there. And that's about it. Nothing else exciting going on in the replicated box. Will it match the retail? We're about to see. Now, you can already see here the retail to the right is obviously cleaner, has a cleaner lid, black lid, better print quality job, flight, so forth. Again, not the end of the world if it wasn't, but it's quite pristine. And again, nothing under the lid, so nothing going on this pair as well. And again, the internal spackled tissue paper with the additional white tissue paper inside. Again, nothing exciting. Internal, nothing, not even a YDM sticker. So the retail seems not to come with one. Does that mean all 200,000 pairs of these that were made? I think it was like 200,000. Does that mean they all don't have one? I don't know. Here's the retail actual size label on the box. As you can see, clean. You can pause it if you really want to dig into it, but it does obviously show the price tag. In 2020, they were doing this. They were showing the price tags back then. Here's the rep. It does show $200. The price tag looks to be a little bit smaller, but it is scammable, as I say. Definitely want to be careful. Like I said, what you want to check for on replica labels is misspelled words, maybe bad print job, and so forth. So here we go. We got the rep to the right, and we're going to look. These are a size 12, and we've got 3 posts in the air unit. 1, 2, 3. In size 12s, at least I can say for that, you have 3 posts in the air unit. On the rep, you only see 2. So there you go. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Just be careful out there. Just didn't want to confuse anybody with that. But this review is in particular to a size 12 authentication tactics. Toe boxes are extremely close. The Reps toe box is a little bit overscaled, a bit higher of a mud guard. The caging is different as well. It's actually smaller on the Rep versus the right here. And even the shape is different. Rear, you see how much the Nike Air color tone on the retail to the right pops. It's flatter on the replica to the left. Also, the cut of the white leather going up is a little bit higher on the retail. Toe boxes, here we go, nearly identical. However, the caging, as you see below the laces, you see how much smaller it is on the right versus the rep to the left. Huge difference. Tongues are nearly identical. I'll give them a pass on that. The Jumpmans are correct as well. That would be a tough call on its own, and they both got the right thickness as well of the internal tissue in the tongue for the thickness. But as you can see here, the main difference is that caging on the outside of the shoe. Here we go to the medial, and okay, you see the caging on the retail to the right, and you see the white is wider on the color on the retail to the right versus the left, a bit more flatter. The caging's a little bit more wonkier. Definitely not as slick of a cut versus the retail. And here I'm just looking at the build from the top, looking at the sock liner. and the red is more rich and a little darker on the retail to the left versus the replica to the right, which is, again, it's just a little bit flatter. And these things you're only going to really notice in the sense of having the retail next to the shoe. Now I just wanted to take a moment to look at the actual outsole here, and they did a good job on it. It pretty much matches up. To really tell differences, we're going to have to get quite microscopic here. But I will say this, the retail shoe, excuse me, the replicated shoe is a little bit overscaled, a little bit bigger than the retail, which is quite typical. So here's the retail as we have here. We got that nice curve on the rear. Again, we're going to check the air unit. We got 3 posts in there. It's already starting to oxidize on this retail pair. That's crazy. Let's go ahead now and have a look on the air unit here to the rep. And again, 2 posts, nothing new. So again, what we're going to see on these shoes is exactly what we saw on the previous slide. It's going to most likely be the same exact differences. So let me zoom out here as I did, and here we go. As before, flatter red on the replication to the left, a much more brighter red to the right, a fire red, hence the term fire red, right? These are the Jordan 4 fire reds. So staying true to that colorway, I guess, on the retail. And again, as you see, minor difference on the toe box to the left, a little bit higher on the rep to the left. But this is a scary good pair of a replication, guys. Again, oversized caging on the rep, smaller on the retail to the left. Again, the tongues, in my opinion, they nailed it. In all honesty, they nailed the tongues. No question. And since this is such a good replication as far as being able to scam someone, we're going to check the internals of the shoe too, the lasting board and so forth, and confirm, and have a look at the stitching and see if there's any numbers and so forth. But yeah, there's a curve on the replication as well on the heel area too, so it's a bit of a curve there. So not bad, should be comfortable. And again, much more color of a bright white on the retail to the right versus the rep to the left. And we're going to go ahead and have a look at the insoles here. Retail to the right, rep to the left. Nike Air, got the size tag on it. And to the left, Nike Air. See, it's a little bit more of a flatter red with a size tag. And let's see what the back of the insole looks like. There we go, Air Jordan 11. Okay, you see all that. Let's have a look at the retail. There you go. That's all that's on the retail to the right, and it's a much whiter white versus like an eggshell white on the rep. Here we go. Let's look at the retail internal here. Stitching is white around the lasting board. There's no numbers. Keep this in mind, guys. There's no number 3, 4 big numbers or anything like that on the lasting board. So it's just clean. That's it. Nothing else to it. So now we're going to have a look at the replications lasting board. And let's see what we got. There we go. There's a number 3. See, and the reason why I kept saying the number 3, it's just like that. On a lot of these lasting boards, when they got numbers, I always see number 3 typically. But yeah, see that? Got the graph lines going up and across. So there we have it. So with that, guys, thanks for hanging out with your boy. I appreciate you checking this video out. If you're watching this on Instagram, hit the heart button. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, comment below. Let me know anything additional I may have missed in this process between authenticating. And with that, y'all know what it is. We out.